So let's do a little bit of walking and talking while I'm going to another calisthenics spot. Maybe, because actually, you know, I love the weather now. But in the meantime, I also want to work on some scenarios in Make.com. Very exciting stuff. By the way, when it's about my scenarios, I give away all the scenarios. I have to upload them in a public Google Drive folder, and I will add them to my e-commerce setup on .com, and I give everything away for free. What else? What did I say? Oh yeah, this morning, wait a minute, I tried to avoid people because there are everywhere people popping up because and the weather is good. And not only this, I don't know what day it is actually. Was it Wednesday? Or maybe it's Friday? I don't know. Maybe it's some holiday again. People need to celebrate all of a sudden some stuff. I don't know. Ooh, it'll be a nice fridge. Okay, where am I going? I'm actually because I'm trying to avoid always the people, huh? Because I mean, you don't want people, like I said, I never want to put people the camera in their face and feel uncomfortable, because I know that will get a lot of views, that people get angry at you, you know, and then you know, they throw beer bottles at you because they don't want to be exposed, or their scams or whatever. No matter what, and people are people, and I would never do this. Also those people who hey, give people a couple of dollars to the homeless people, you know, when it's about homeless people, I organized for the homeless people free drinking parties at my home. But not only this, around Christmas time I just also drink with those people. Not only around Christmas time, but I would never think about to use that as content. First of all, I think that is very bad. And of course there are people who are stacking up ridiculous amounts of money. I think those people are doing great. They know how to do it in the meantime, okay. But there are also people who just do it for the views for a very small amount of time. You know, if you do something, just do it all the way. Once when I was, I'm gonna share this, once when I lost everything and I was sitting on the street, and it was in Malta, 2 or 3 guys, they came to me, can we put you on the camera and give you 25 euros? But the thing is, at that moment I definitely could use the 25 euros, but I thought, I'm not gonna do it like this.
Hello, bro.
Hello. You know, I'm never gonna put people on the camera in any kind of like circus monkeys. Not that I say that homeless people are circus monkeys, no. I mean, I never would use other people and then say, oh, show the world, oh, this is how good I am. No. If you do something good, just do it all over the top and don't expect anything in return. Just do it, because it will ripple effect back into your life. And you can see how people engage with the world. People who are only in their own minds, busy with their own little tiny problems, you know, ripple effects in your life. Get out of your own head. That's what I always say. Of course, you know, some things are destructive. I don't know, your parents just died and all that kind of stuff. Been there, done that. The thing is, it's part of life. And that is also with the things that I constantly mention, you know, people who say, I don't know what, they were brought up badly and blah blah blah, they had a drug and alcohol abuse problem. No, just part of life. And I know that's the way they want to connect with people. If I would talk about, you know, constantly about how much I used, then you would think, no, it's a miracle that the guy is still alive. It's true, it's a miracle that I'm alive, but I'm not using it as to get in contact with you. I just speak real. And maybe you feel a little bit uncomfortable, or you really like it, I don't know. But no matter what, the video will upload, the video will get public. What are you gonna do about it? Right? Put a complaint on the YouTube board and say, yeah, I don't like to listen all to the reality stuff, and I don't like to see the communistic buildings over here in Sofia, Bulgaria. Well, it's beautiful. You know, there's a lot of other things to see in Sofia, Bulgaria. And those vloggers who come to Bulgaria and say, this is the most dangerous neighborhood in Sofia, Bulgaria. And they just get on the plane for 7 days and they say this is the most dangerous neighborhood. Or they heard something. Well, I said this in the previous live stream. A lot of people, everybody on the planet can show Bulgaria, but I can let it feel it, you can smell it, you can taste it, and it will stick into your soul in a very positive way. Because I shake hands in all neighborhoods, and not only this, I'm going a little bit further than that. But that's not the topic that we're talking about now. The thing is, oh, the birds. You know, the birds don't feel uncomfortable. Still, I avoid them because they're busy with their feeding, taking each other out for a date, and everybody deserves their privacy. I actually really don't know if I'm now hungry, but this is another thing. I think also because yesterday I drank a little bit extra beer, the alcohol also makes you the next day a little bit more hungry. But I'm not gonna satisfy myself with some very fat snack. I never eat fat snacks actually, but when it's about fat snacks, maybe one of these days I want to do, because last year I think I also didn't eat McDonald's. I actually don't eat food that doesn't benefit me, but I think I want to do one ridiculous session in the McDonald's, especially in one McDonald's in the Indica, where I 17 years ago or 16 years ago went every single day. I lost everything 17 years ago, actually multiple times, but 17 years ago was the first time. And then I went to Bulgaria, or actually at that time my girlfriend, but I had to figure it out. I came from a offline business minded person, traditional thinking, A to B, but the thing is, then I figured it out. Now 17 years later I'm doing everything from the phone, and I'm giving away all the strategies, all the work structures and everything. So I think it's nice. So people who are also in, let's say, in a shitty situation, I always say, I give them the opportunity. You have an opportunity to talk with me because I've been there, done that. Hey, you can go to some kind of life coach who did a life coach program for $7. You know, I'm gonna mention it again because I think that is ridiculous and also very irresponsible. Unresponsible, I don't know how to pronounce the word. You know, those guys who sell the course. Get this course, because I saw this yesterday, for $7. This and this guy, blah blah blah. He speaks on the fucking stage, wears a suit, licks a lot of ass to get an extra $7 from you, and then label you as a personal coach. And think about this. This is how I think. A guy or a girl who gets a $7 course, a little thing on the wall, life coach, $7 life coach. And this person going to be responsible for another person's life. I think that is bad karma. And of course it would be labeled as, yeah, but I'm a course seller, I'm a great speaker on stage, and in real life everything goes totally bananas. I think that is very fake, but who am I? I'm just a guy, a nobody. Like you and me, we're all nobodies. But always keep in mind, nobody is perfect. Anyway, I'm just walking around. I'm actually really tempted to do half a liter of beer. I did my regime. I already did my work today, quote-unquote work. The weather is fantastic. In one way, at this moment, and my brain goes all kind of ways. No, I'm not gonna visit people because that is going to end a little bit more than I don't want to do. Because I just want to focus on going back later on into the Airbnb. Then I'm gonna finish one. Oh yeah, this project in Malta, I will use it as a case study because I'm allowed. There's a lot of businesses that I cannot speak about because I'm doing the behind the money machines, and the thing is, people don't want to be revealed. Is it something shady? No, not at all. I'm just optimizing the copy, and not only this, also design work and blah 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 blah. Who gives a rat's ass? Anyway, we're walking around over here in Sveta Trojica, Kvartal Sveta Trojica. There is not one single neighborhood in Sofia that I don't like. Let me think about. No, really. There is also not one single neighborhood that I didn't drink beer. Well, darling, that sounds like an alcoholic. Yeah, okay, good for you. You're in the label business. I'm just living a life. Anyway, maybe let's get on the bus and we go to Lule. Sounds tempting. It's actually nice, huh? Especially when the weather is getting better. Oh, I cannot wait. But you know what? I don't know. Let's do a beer. I'm gonna buy a beer over there. I don't know what the guidelines on YouTube are about the beer drinking on camera. I don't know. Anyway, we can also pretend that it's alcohol free. But I'm not going to binge drink. Maybe I'm not gonna drink a beer. Let's cross the road. Let's cross the road. Then at least we're close to the... Oh, damn it! Let's... Okay. So, we made it alive. So this is actually a very... Wait a minute, there are a lot of people. I actually want to show you one of the nice liquor stores. I'm a simple man, you know. Like I said, I could fabricate everyday videos in Malta, sitting on the ferry, and the small ferries to the island, talk about and hang with my ass in the blue water, and tell you all about the trading strategies that I put out, and you can do it too, and then drink the same cocktails as I do. I'm a simple man. Never underestimate that there's always somebody who does it. I don't know what they're sitting in Dubai on top of the roof or somewhere in a very expensive pool where a single drink would cost you, I don't know what, 500 euros, I don't know. The thing is, I'm talking about real life. So I'm going over there to buy one beer, but I have to put the camera, I think, a little bit in my pocket, so I don't put people unnecessary on camera. Oh, it's actually so nice. The weather is incredible. Let's do this. We're gonna buy a beer, half a liter. Just if I drop away, let's see how much battery is in this one. 37%. I'm just gonna keep on. Okay. Wait a minute. So we're gonna take a can of Ariana. It's a nice daytime beer. And simply, you know, wait a minute, I'm gonna talk about this because just a sec. Just a sec, I'm gonna put it in the straight. Да? Merci. Ciao. So... Ah, damn it, I took away the table over here. See, now I need to find a little spot. So, you know what? I know one spot over here. Oh, they also took away the wood over there. People took away the wood, probably to use it for a fire. Anyway, you just go with the flow, people. So I said yesterday, yesterday I did a beer session, but a lot of video calls, so non-stop, bam, 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 bam. Different topics, different people, different attitude, different levels of energy, but you know. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about my the decision of drinking a beer. I have simply sometimes periods of sessions. So normal people would drink, now let's say they're gonna do a 6-pack of 33 centiliter, 33 milliliters cans, you know, and they think that they actually hang with the boys. Well, I'm not talking down on them. The thing is, when I drink, I just want to go, I spread it over days, sometimes 2-3 days, and then I'm also fed up with it. You know, that's my attitude. It's also the same with you know, when you go on a holiday or you just live where you want to go. So I just prefer the other one. I don't like to go for 2 weeks somewhere and then you have to pack your bags and go back again to your normal life. I don't have to go anywhere to escape reality. The thing is, yeah, but now you drink beer. Yeah, but do you think that I drink so much that I don't understand what the reality is anymore? No, of course not. I love reality. I'm high on reality. And the thing is, ice cold. Love it. Okay, so I decided to get in the bus. See, and that's another thing, you know, I can take electric scooters, electric cars. I don't have a car in this country. We had a car in this country before, but the thing is, when I'm drinking a beer, I don't drive. And when it's about drinking and driving, we used to do it over here, but the country has changed for the better, for sure. And no, I want to finish this beer because I could take this bus, but we don't. Maybe we should just walk. So you can yeah, enjoy the view. There's a German company or from Austria. I think they're both Germans, right? Lidl, to be very honest. Yeah, it's also their brand, of course, but the thing is, it's not my kind of. I like here in Bulgaria, Fantastico and Billa, and of course the little tiny supermarkets, Mini-Marts. I also like CBA. No. I like everywhere where the people are nice. Because, oh yeah, this morning I went to buy a coffee in a Mini-Mart and I had a new employee. Mamma mia. What an angry little woman. No, not little actually. Oh yeah, again, man, nothing judgmental, but this person, you could see, bad skin, overweighted, totally ignoring somebody who comes in and next to, as you, maybe you saw it, you know, I just say zdravейте when I walk into the stores. And I always greet people, look people in the eyes also, you know, and when especially when I walk in with a bag, I don't want that people think, oh, he walks in sneaky. I never walk in sneaky. When I walk into a store, people notice me. And it's not because of this and that. I don't want to have this feeling that people watching, you know, maybe he's stealing something. No, I'm just straightforward. The people who are in the stealing mode, they not look people in the eyes and greet people with respect. And they always have to hide something. It's again, you know, energy. If you got something to hide, you ripple effect. You attract also security people. I'm not giving tips over here, but anyway, the weather is actually insane. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna finish this one, and then I want to sit a little bit in the sun, and I'm going to quote-unquote work in the sun because I'm doing everything from the phone. So why not? By the way, because yesterday people saw me with a bigger screen, I'm gonna tell you something about it. I got a Samsung S23. Samsung has the option, it's named Samsung DeX, which means like a Windows environment. So when you attach it to a portable screen, you have, let's say, a desktop experience. That's the thing about the Samsung. Yeah, but Dylan, you don't have the latest Samsung phone. Yeah, I know, but I'm not into this. The Samsung S23 works perfect for me. If I would have more processing power, I wouldn't know what to do with it. People who say, yeah, but I got a very incredibly fast phone. Then I always say, if you can work as fast and think as fast as your phone works for you, not that you use it as swiping and I don't know what. The thing is, then contact me, because then you have a high level of brain power, which I definitely could use to increase my reach. But anyway, in general, people who tell me this kind of stuff, and the majority of people know that I'm real. I don't need to show you brands to show off and all that kind of stuff. You know, I don't have to sit in those coffee places with an apple on the back of my laptop and show the world that I own the apple. I invested in this. No, for me it needs to work flawless, and I don't need all the speed. And the thing is, now I got a Samsung S23. I don't know, I think now Samsung S23 is on the market. I know a person who actually has a normal freaking job, actually has a woman. It's a real ball and chain, because he's on the control. And the thing is, he has a faster phone and actually judged me a little bit on mine. But the thing is, I think, hey, my phone provides me multiple income streams, access to tons of people, building networks, and not only this. And this is not to brag. This is simply who people, you know, who try to make me look little because I'm doing this and this and that, because I have this the device. When it's about the GoPro, this GoPro Hero 12 is fantastic. Is there a newer one? Yeah, there's a newer one. People constantly invent newer things, but I'm a simple man. I'm 47, you know. I'm from the time that you had to make a phone call, like, you know, doing the round thing. So everything that is above that kind of technology is for me hyper modern. Of course, I need a little bit more power than the average phone. You know, I used to have a Samsung A71, did also the job for me, but now the amounts of video editing that I do on the phone, which is also minimal, as you know, because I'm not editing myself, you know, but for the training videos, then I do edit. I'm using VLLO app, which is perfect. Oopsie daisy, I did a little burpee. Anyway, I think I want to cut the live stream for now. Somehow, I don't know, let's cut it. Because I want to show people really around, but also that they feel what's going on. I really also like to walk in this area. By the way, when it's about this Fantastico over here, Fantastico has always a fantastic option, which is you can sit over there, you got a toilet, unlimited food. But this one does not have the sitting area. Wait a minute, there's a lot of noise. This one doesn't have the sitting area. But still, I'll buy my meat over here. Half a kilo minced meat, €3 something. Oh, I really enjoy this weather. And this is the thing, huh? When you experience the winter, you appreciate the sun again. Because I can speak like this because I lived in Malta. The majority of the time over there of the year, the weather is fantastic. And that is fantastic, and I don't speak bad about Malta at all, but the winters over here, the rainy shit, when it's windy, it's cold, builds character. That's what I also love about this. Anyway, let's cut this live stream again, and I'm gonna think which way I'm going. Maybe I will do later another one. Who gives a rat's ass? Ciao for now. Live from Sofia, Bulgaria. Just take a look. Maybe you like to look at little. Maybe you like to look at moving cars. I don't know. What do you like? But by the way, when I'm using the GoPro, I cannot see what people put in chats, because it's to do live stream.